Welcome to Language Skill Enhancement in the topic of gastronomy. Part 1. Listen to the information provided in Part 1, and then choose the correct answer on the Google form. Gastronomy is the study of how food and culture are connected, the skill of making and serving delicious and attractive food, the cooking methods from specific areas, and the knowledge of enjoying food. A person who knows a lot about gastronomy is called a gastronome, and a gastronomist is someone who combines theory and practice in the study of gastronomy. Practical gastronomy involves learning about and working with different foods and drinks from various countries around the world, including their preparation, production, and service. Question 1. What 3 words best describe the essence of gastronomy, as discussed in the essay? A. Cooking, eating, and culture. B. Delicious, attractive, and preparation. C. Food, study, and practice. D. Skill, theory, and service. Part 2. Listen to the information provided in Part 2, and then choose the correct answer on the Google form. Gastronomy is linked to a systematic approach, concentrating on recipes, techniques, and cookbooks. Furthermore, food gastronomy is about food, drinks, and their origins. Besides, gastronomy is all about discovering, tasting, experiencing, studying, and writing about food and how it affects our senses and culture. It also explores how food connects with our way of life. Question 2. What is meant by recipes in this part of the essay? A. A list of ingredients and instructions for preparing specific dishes. B. A description of various gastronomic techniques. C. A reference to famous chefs from different countries. D. A discussion of cultural food traditions.
Part 3. Listen to the information provided in Part 3, and then choose the correct answer on the Google form. Pascal Horry says that gastronomy is about making rules for eating and drinking, like the art of the table. He separates it from basic cooking. Horry looks back to the time of Louis XIV of France when people began making rules about what was good and bad in cooking, trying to decide what tasted the best. The fancy food and customs of the royal court became the model for how the whole country cooked. Question 3. What is the conclusion of this part? A. Gastronomy is mainly about cooking well. B. Gastronomy is unrelated to the rules of eating. C. Louis XIV's time had no influence on gastronomy. D. The royal court's food and traditions shaped national gastronomy. Part 4. Listen to the information provided in Part 4, and then choose the correct answer on the Google form. After the French Revolution, French philosophers wrote books about food and gastronomy, and this changed how people thought about eating. During that time, French society was changing, the rich were not as powerful, and the middle class became stronger. They wanted to eat at fancy places to show they were important. Restaurants became famous, and Paris became the best city for food. Question 4. Which statement is correct? A. People wrote fewer books about food after the French Revolution. B. The rich became more important in society. C. The middle class lost influence after the French Revolution. D. Restaurants gained popularity, and Paris became a renowned food destination. Part 5. Listen to the information provided in Part 5, and then choose the correct answer on the Google form. However, Gastronomy in France was not always very important, but now it's a serious and famous interest everywhere. Brillat-Savarin, a lawyer and politician, talked about classic French cooking. He had some fancy recipes and also talked about how to cook French dishes and be a good host. He said that gastronomy is all about knowing and understanding everything related to how people eat. Its goal is to keep people healthy by using the best food possible. Question 5. What is an important aspect that gastronomy should be studied according to Brillat-Savarin? A. Gastronomy should focus on making French cooking simpler. B. Gastronomy should only be about fancy recipes. C. Gastronomy should encompass knowledge about how people eat. D. Gastronomy should aim to make people eat as much as possible.